Hello everybody, this is turn, I think 8? I'm going to say 8 of my game as LATC. So, what do we have going on here? We have a Battle in Barry 1, obviously. New Mecca, we found some extra gems, which is always nice. So, for next turn, we are moving here with the Celestial Master. Now, the reason for that is because there are some really good air sites, as the Desert of Sighs, I believe it's called, which you can find sorcerers of the sands in who are truly excellent. They're death, earth, and air, and potentially fire mages, and fire and earth would be wonderful to find, so hopefully we do. In these provinces here, we are moving southwards. We're going into Algold with these dudes, and Helmshire with all of this, as well as my other orders last turn. I finished up with about 67 gold. And these dudes, the Urgek and his Foulspawn, were on offer. So the Foulspawn themselves are really bad, but I'm just going to move them forwards. And this guy can stay in the back, I don't care. But these guys are going to attack rear, and they should theoretically at least clear out whatever's in here. So that would be great. Now I hear that Agartha is not only to our south, but also has had a really torrid time. So I'm going to see what's in Stenofia, pinging it with a scout I bought last turn, and recruiting scouts here every turn. Just have a look, because if this looks easy, then potentially we could attack it with a combination of these guys after they clear up Witchhaven, and this dude once he's picked up all of the extra heavy cav from here, and they shouldn't have too much trouble with it. Depending on the number of crossbowmen. If there's like 50 crossbowmen, it's probably not a great, probably not going to be a great time. But if there's about 30 and the rest is, you know, quite a lot of other stuff, then should be reasonably manageable. And then that way would be open up towards Agartha, and that would just be a really good time to have. Pythium said he refuses to sell any provinces, so he might have to die, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. The other thing I'm doing with a whole bunch of gold this turn is I am bidding the shipwreckers in this province. Ulm and Pythium don't have particularly good underwater access. I would bid them over here, but with Atlantis starting in 29, I'm really not that tempted to go for it. Likewise, I'm not going to go into Amel anytime soon, just because of Atlantis' plausible presence in Walden. We're just going to have to see how it goes. Ulm has not even completed their cap circle, so potentially we could get the shipwreckers, take this easily because the shipwreckers are great, and if he messes this up again in here, I might leave this scout here. If Ulm attacks here, messes up, loses a bunch of stuff, we could potentially take it, jack the PD up, and see about trying to at the very least inconvenience them, because we don't really want a strong Ulm. We certainly don't want a strong Atlantis, so if they want to get cheeky and sail over here, we should make it difficult for them as well. But yeah, Amel we're going to leave well enough alone for now. The heavy cav are coming back here. There are going to be, what, 15 plus another 4, so it's going to be 19 plus 9 over here. 28 heavy cav is a pretty good match for anything in LA at this stage of the game. There's not too much else really going on, so I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Pythium doesn't attack Forbidden Fields. I doubt they would, but you just never know. And yeah, see you next turn. Thank you very much for watching. Been Britain, and goodbye. Hello everybody, it's Jay Brereton here with turn, I believe, 9 of LATC game. The game called Gamers. So research and construction is completed. So that's up to level 2. We've got everyone with air forging a air quill. This is because it's going to take 3 turns to get to construction 3 no matter what. So this provides overall turn advantage going forwards. We also had some battles, so We checked this out. This is pretty doable. The Sorcerer and Wizards all have Astral, so they're trying to form a weird communion, at least against just a Scout. So I'll show you here. So they've got gems, but as you can see, the Order's a Communion Master on Sethan, who's the Sorcerer, and the other's casting Communion Slave. I don't know whether they would do that in a battle against larger forces, but if they do, that's a interesting thing to make note of. Anyway, I'll leave that there. Oh, the Scout died like an idiot, but that's just by the by. In Helmshire, we took it out with the Foul Spawn. I bid on them secretly and stealthily and accidentally not on camera, because it was like 60 gold or something. I just thought, you know what, just guarantee it. Over in Ranger Light, which was the province we were checking out with the Scout, the Force of Elm took it just. I would say for your own purposes, be very careful when expanding with wolves, because 47 of these guys died, which is overall, what, 476 HP's worth of units? No, that's ridiculous. 376 HP's worth of units, which is about a third of the army's total. Now, as soon as you start getting over 25% of the army either damaged or routed, you can generate total rout on your side. So take care, but hey, this guy's doing as he wishes, and good luck to him. This province has a new trade route, so this one is going to be worth a whole bunch of money because it's also densely populated, and it looks like Ulm has luck scales potentially, going by remarkably lucky. So yeah. Now over here, the guys from Utgard basically said on IRC or Discord, because this isn't 2017, that they had eaten Pythium's prophet. So I'm going to attack Pythium. I don't see any reason why not to. Over here, Jerex Agartha are using blind fighters, which I suspected that they weren't, but there you go. That's just how the cookie crumbles, and we're going into this province with a bunch of heavy horsemen. We may actually lose some of them because heavy cavalry and armoured crossbowmen are not an easy take by any means, but fingers crossed we get lucky. And I'm also just going to leave Province 100 for Vettiheim to go after, because really we don't want to be provoking the AI by bordering them all of a sudden. So yeah, these guys are all forging Alquils. Khan and his troops are moving out into 153. These guys are moving into 136. There are 2 cavalry at the moment, and there'll be some more after this turn. There'll be up to 12 for this guy to attack with. 12 heavy cav is quite dangerous. So in here we're going to have, what, in total 28 heavy cav, a couple of eagles who are just going to fly and distract and missile fire briefly, and these guys on hold and fire. So potentially could do quite a lot of damage to Pythium, who refused to sell us his cave, if you remember. And other than that, I don't really have much else to say about this turn. We didn't get hold of the shipwreckers because Jomon massively overbid for them. We are trying to buy out the Madame Fortuna, who is a fortune teller, which is one of LA Ulm's mages. You can see their stats here. So they're not a great commander or anything, but that doesn't matter for mercenaries in any case. And she gets one of these. If she randoms blood, that's quite useful just to site search with. The main changes to LA Ulm in JBBM are basically that Guild Guardians are much more affordable rec point wise, and the normal change to how immortal like summoning works for LA Ulm. They don't get Become Vampire Lord, they get Become Vampire Count, which is much earlier and easier to cast. I think it's level 4, and they retain the immortal summoning spell for the individual counts that they can get and countesses at level 0. So they are less affected by the changes to vampire lords to some extent, and it kind of keeps them thematic while also keeping some kind of choke on their activity. Now, next turn, depending on how things shake out, I will probably be building a fort in this province, and the reason for that is that a traders guild's been established here. That means the income is 151, which is really quite high, and it borders two decent provinces in terms of resources. This one as well could well be quite valuable, so yeah, hopefully it all goes well, and catch you on the flip side. Take care. Hello everybody, apologies for the sound of traffic in the back if there is any. It is currently so warm in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, even at 10:05 at night when I'm recording this, that my computer is probably going to explode and go on fire and my hard drive will die. And everyone's just been up for ages and we're all really tired. Anyway, Yazzy's found two magic sites in Forbidden Fields, Sparkling Fields, which is an air gem, and the Ancient Temple, which is 1 pearl. That's a nature site. Sparkling Fields, I believe, is an air site. Witchaven we took easily. Nothing too much died to these guys. They're only 6 heavy cav. So we got off lightly. We got some extra air gems from a random event of Renard, which is fab. We're building a palisade there. Our prophet is moving back into the capital. Only one of these guys is wounded and he's got battle fright, so no, we'll move him into the guard commander bit and we'll move them back over there. In our capital we're getting some more ancestor vessels, some more barbarian horse, ancestor smith and a mounted scout. These guys are going back to researching after equipping their alquils I made last turn. These guys must have some kind of super sick bless, which is fun. Maybe Jericho will attack us, I don't know. And we're attacking Pythium due to their aforementioned rudeness. Over here it looks like Atlantis is going to get hold of this province pretty soon unless we move into it. I guess it's going to depend how these attacks go. They should go relatively well. But you just never know in Dominions, do you? Just never know. And this guy is moving back to the woods. Woods have a slightly higher chance of magic sites than any plains provinces. And additionally there are wood specific air and water sites. And although I could move them into Dural Woods, we know that this has been searched by a Serpent Priest, or it is likely that it's been searched by a Serpent Priest who's going to have some of the same paths as this guy, so we don't want any redundancy where we can avoid it. Hence he's going over here, searching this. Depending on what the province looks like in terms of its whether there's any sites been discovered as yet in here, we may have him like move in and search straight away, or if there's a couple of sites been discovered, we'll probably go back to Thingwoods in 1:30. Anyway, I'm going to keep this relatively short. And yeah, it's been a pleasure chatting with you. Shipwreckers aren't available. Madame Fortuna got bought out by Pangaea. Get Beast Brother is about to die over there, and the Magnus crossbows they're okay, but they're not better than I lie. They probably are better than getting a bunch of these dudes. Let's go 198. Bid up to 198. If we don't get them, then so be it. But we're going to be left with enough troops between this guy, the recruits that are already in the province, and the ones that come in next turn, that we should be in a relatively good place. We also have an increasingly large stock of barbarian heavy horsemen kind of scattered about the place, and soon enough we can go about recruiting some commanders to go and scoop them up and have them form part of the second or maybe even third wave going into Pythium. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Cheers and good evening. Goodbye.